Alright guys, so I'm going to be talking to you right now about a few of the things that have been going on behind the scenes with me and my family over the past couple of months, and more importantly the reason for my silence throughout the whole of the last 2 months with regard to this specific topic. This is the one and only time I am ever going to address this. After this video, I am not going to be addressing this again. A lot of people out there have wrongly jumped to so many conclusions about me, wrongly and ignorantly named and labelled me so many things, twisted so much and made so many presumptions about so many things that are just completely wrong and disgusting. So let me start from the top. The only reason that I have stayed quiet and not addressed this until now was because of the advice given to me by our legal team. We have some of the best lawyers in the country that support me, that support us as a family, that support our business. And their advice from the very start of this was that we were to put out an initial statement on my Twitter, which I did, and then I was to say absolutely nothing. I wasn't to address this on my channel or otherwise. I wasn't to rise to any hate on any level, no matter how bad it was. And believe me, that alone has been one of the hardest things I have ever had to do. The safety of my family, and more importantly, our children, has been our priority over any other. And due to the nature of the things that people online have portrayed me as being, taking and acting on the advice of our legal team in this has been the most important thing for us to do. That alone is the only reason I have stayed quiet on this and not addressed this until now. The only reason. Nothing to do with being guilty, nothing to do with being ashamed or anything else, any of the other ideas that I've seen and read about me over the last couple of months. Nothing. The only reason we've stayed quiet on this until now is because we've been acting on the advice of our legal team, and that's it. So let me make this very clear. Have I ever done anything that could be classed as sexually grooming somebody? No. Hell no. Of course I haven't. Am I a paedophile? No. Hell no. Am I a sexual predator? No. No. Have I ever done anything that could be classed as being sexually inappropriate to anybody? No. And now enough is enough. Now I want to talk to you guys about the relentless harassment that is happening to my family day in, day out at the minute. I can almost understand, knowing the way that the internet works, knowing the way the world works, how when a group of people feel like someone has done something so wrong, that people like to jump on a bandwagon, people like to get involved and put their two penneth in, put their opinion across, and it's very easy to do so from behind the screen of a phone or the screen of a computer. Very, very easy. I don't agree with it whatsoever. In fact, I think it's absolutely disgusting that people do that, but I understand and I know that it happens because I know the way the world works. I know the way social media works. But the one thing in all of this that really disturbs me is the complete and utter lack of regard for my children in all of this. Those poor, innocent girls that don't deserve any of this. Those poor girls that are currently having their lives tainted and ruined in ways that none of you could imagine from behind your phone screens or behind your keyboards at home. All of you keyboard warriors at home behind your phone screens throwing out every single disgusting statement onto the internet that you can think of, especially onto Twitter, YouTube, using my name in every wrong and disgusting way that you can right now, yet without a single second's thought to the seriousness and the damage that you're causing on the other side of it. Not just to my life, and not just to Sarah's life, but more importantly, to my girls' lives. The past 2 months, without a shadow of a doubt, have been the most testing and difficult months of my entire life. I guarantee that no matter what I go through in my life from now onwards, nothing will be tougher than the last 2 months that I've been through. We could have lost our business, something that Sarah and I, and the girls even, have all together collectively killed ourselves over for the last 2 years so that we could give our children a better future, a future that we could have never imagined being able to give them before. We could have lost our home, we could have lost our family, our marriage, our friends, our reputation, everything. I don't think anybody that's online harassing people, writing disgusting things online about somebody has any idea about the damage that it is causing and it can cause on the other side of it. It's so easy to do. It's so easy to do from your nice, safe home, write something disgusting about somebody on the internet and send it off and it's gone. You don't think about it again. But boom, it does cause so much damage. It's absolutely disgusting. Do you think it's right that my girls are getting ready to start a brand new school year soon? Esme is starting a brand new school entirely. And it's a really massive deal for her. It's a huge deal for Sarah and I as parents. All 3 girls are getting ready to go back to school soon. And instead of being excited about the new school year coming up, instead of being excited about Esme's brand new school year coming up, and all the amazing changes she's going to go through, or she would be going through, instead of being excited about that, the only thing that Sarah and I are feeling right now is the worst worry and anxiety that you could imagine about the fact that our children are probably going to go back to school this term and be relentlessly bullied by people, ignorantly and misguidedly, relentlessly bullied by people who misguidedly, completely ignorantly and wrongly think that their dad is a paedophile or a kiddie fiddler or a groomer or interested in children in an inappropriate way. Like, what parent should ever have to go through that? What child should ever have to go through that? I am not a sexual groomer. I am not a paedophile. I am not a kiddie fiddler. I am not a sexual predator or any of the other ridiculous crap that I have seen written about me online. Never in my life have I ever done anything that could be even remotely considered that. Not ever. I'm just a normal, hard-working husband and father. Normal guy, just a straightforward, normal guy. And that's it. All of the continued relentless harassment that Sarah and I are facing online at the minute, especially on Twitter, is disgusting. It's absolutely outrageous. And that alone is the only reason Sarah and I no longer have our Twitter accounts. Nothing to do with the fact that we're guilty or ashamed or running away or hiding or anything like that. Nothing at all to do with that. The only reason we no longer have our Twitter accounts is because we couldn't stand coming online every single day, trying to use our own Twitter accounts as normal, and seeing just the absolute and utter vast amount of crap that was being thrown at us every single day. Complete and utter rubbish. Like, you couldn't even imagine the disgusting things that were being written about us online every single day. People talking about me being some sort of a sexual predator, a paedophile, a groomer, all this sort of stuff constantly, relentlessly. Not even just limited to Sarah and me, but it's our extended families too. My parents, Sarah's parents, our aunts and uncles, brothers, sisters, right the way down the family line. There are people dedicating their lives right now to try and taint every single aspect of mine and Sarah's lives in a completely inappropriate, wrong, untrue way. And it's absolutely and utterly disgusting. That alone is the only reason Sarah and I deleted our Twitter accounts, for our own sanity. That's it. All of this continued harassment that Sarah and I are facing every day has turned into nothing other than a witch hunt. It's a witch hunt, and it's absolutely outrageous. We can't even use our own personal Instagram accounts to show our followers, the people that support us every day, pictures that we want to show them, videos that we want to show them, because when we do, they're just spammed relentlessly with absolutely disgusting comments, untrue statements, and rubbish beyond belief by anonymous accounts, even not anonymous accounts, just people who are completely and utterly misguided in what they're thinking about myself and about Sarah. My phone number and my address was posted online. In fact, this has been done multiple times over the past 2 months. Something that shouldn't ever happen to anybody. I had people calling my phone relentlessly, like literally every minute, calling my phone relentlessly, giving me death threats, telling me that they were going to come to my house and set my home on fire in the night with my children in it. They were going to come to my house and harm me in front of my children. They were going to come and do all sorts of things to my property, to my car. They were going to catch me on the street and seriously harm me. People actually turning up at my home address too. And I do want to put this out there that not one single person that has actually come to my home address since my address was posted online has done so in an angry or a nasty way. It's only been people who have come to show support, or just people to come and say hi and be nice, people who support us and love us.